Greetings once again, fellow girls, guys, gaming fans. This is Small Archangel. Welcome back to the Swungle Conan Exiles Savage Lands. And I've just placed these fish traps here because we're trying to get a little bit, so there's nothing caught in them yet, of course. And something keeps roaring at me, and I have a feeling it's a gorilla. Oh, it is a gorilla trapped inside a tree root. Well, ain't that a shame? I could probably own him because he's stuck there completely, but I'm not going to do that because I'm not that kind of person. So I'm going to leave him alone, but I did wonder where the roaring was coming from. It's obviously a rage because he can't reach me, so there we go. But we've got some housekeeping to do, so we're going to leave that. I've got my fish traps there, partly for food, but partly for oil, because, yeah, I've been reminded that actually there's not very much in the way of... Come on, woman, climb up there. There is not much in the way of coal or other sources of fuel around here. And the way I get through wood, I don't want to be using that for fuel. So we've got various things to put in our treehouse, which has progressed somewhat since you last saw it. So I'm going to show you around what we've done so far. Of course, we're still tier 1 stuff here. We've got our little base unit here, so probably what I'm going to do is place a couple of drop boxes here so that we can use this as a sort of a loot drop off platform. Come on. And I actually have 2 elevators for this base. I have one that goes all the way down to floor level, and then I have this one here which goes just from, yeah, the way you walk up the tree and walk up the spiral. And here we have our largest platform, which is where I'm going to put most of my crafting benches, I reckon. Up here we have a little area which is where I'm planning on possibly putting my planters. So we're going to put some planters there and grow some stuff, notably aloe for the moment, but other stuff as well. So we'll eventually go for tier 2 planters or tier 3 so we can grow some of the lotus plants and things. This is my very temporary camp area with these boxes here, but I have got a lot of stuff to put out today, and so we're going to improve our living environment and quality of life a tad. Then we go up here. And we've got another area here which I'm planning, I think, on enclosing, but I'm not absolutely certain. But I think we're going to have this as an indoor area here. Well, we get a lot of rain around here. The sandstorms and the storms like this one here, a sandstorm brought this storm in. This happens a lot. So I think in some ways it'd be quite nice to have some more indoor areas. And this here is going to be our house, and as you can see, I've only managed to grind a few walls so far, so we haven't got much in the way of shelter, but sandstorms, I say, don't do us any actual harm here at the moment. We've also got these great big branches sticking through, which is not ideal, but there's no real way of avoiding those. This is where the support was, the branches below, and therefore, you know, in real life I'd trim off these branches so that I could actually see what I was doing and didn't have a load of leaves in my living room. But there you go. Beggars can't be choosers. We should also, when we get to tier 2, I will probably put a railing down there on those steps, otherwise we've got a long drop to fall down below. So as I say, we've got some stuff to place there. I quite like this curtain of vines we've got going down over these stairs. That's quite an unlooked for benefit, I think. It's quite nice. So we've got roots clipping through here and there as well. It's just a tricky area to build around. I knew it was going to be, but I thought I'm up for the challenge, let's do it. So we're going to put some of this gear here is going to need to be moved and removed, but the first thing I'm going to do, I think, we've got a rawhide bedroll there, but I have got somewhere in here an actual bed. There we go. So we've got an actual bed, and so we're going to place that up by our house, and we're also going to put for the moment a couple of wood boxes up there. I'm just going to move some stuff around. Gosh, it's dark around here. That's another thing, I do have some lights, so for the moment we will just put some... Oh my gosh, it's so dark actually. I think it's actually night time now. Let me just place my bedroll, or my bed, and I'll just plonk it there for the time being, because otherwise if I die, yeah, I want to have this as my spawn point now, so we'll just put those there for the moment. I'm not going to worry about their location too much. I've got a torch, so let's use it. And then, looks like an ancient ruin at the moment, this place. It will improve. We're going to hop down here, and given it's now really dark, we're going to prioritise placing lights. They're in this box. I do love the fact we can actually see what's in a box before we open it now. Oh, don't go the wrong way. That's not a good idea, even with a fence around. I did get a fence around here as quickly as I could, really. Okay, so I want that in that corner if it will allow. There we are. If I put my torch down, that gives me an idea of how well lit we are. We'll put one there as well. There we are. And then we need one in this corner likewise. There we go. Now that gives us fairly dim lighting for the moment. Of course we'll have lighting eventually pretty much everywhere we go. But for the moment we've got a limited amount. I'm not going to put any lights up there for the minute because we're not going to use that platform straight away. I'm hoping my workbench is going to go there. So we'll place some up here. Definitely need one here. Let's just put that there. We can move any of these thanks to the wonders of Pippi and a Pickup Plus, beg your pardon, mod. We can move things to wherever we want at any time. So, and this is placeholder lighting. Just to, oh my word, that's clipped through an actual tree. Can I pick it up? Because that is not very helpful. Okay, there we go. That's what we want. Ah, no, I can't. That is so annoying. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there because sometimes Pickup Plus just kind of bugs out, and you find when you relog, actually you can pick the blocks up again. So I'm just going to leave that where it is, and then we've got one more that we should probably put. See, I love the specular shine on everything when it's really dark. Oh no, we haven't. We've run out. Okay, there we go. So that's that. That's all the lights we got for the moment. It's all I've been able to craft for the moment. But we've got a lot of benches and things that we need to position. So I've got some large chests here, which are going to hold our... Just use this torch. There we go. Which are going to hold our stuff, because we're going to need to empty these benches out. And we're going to move my campfire up as well. So let's just move this. We're going to take the campfire up top as well, and the contents of this box. Okay, so I've managed to get this down to just the 3 chests, so we're going to have to just leave those where they are for the moment. We have got a bunch of stuff in here that I've crafted, ready to place, and given that a recent mod update resulted in us suddenly draining water and food a lot faster, a well is going to be top on our list of priorities, because much as it rains around here, I can't drink it through my skin. I wish I could. And we've got various other crafting stations to place as well. Yep, and then there's the materials that will go into each of them. So we're going to get a hold of our forge, our furnace as well. And then I'm going to be over encumbered. No, not quite, but very, very nearly. So I thought having a well somewhere close by to where our garden is. No. Probably having the well somewhere close to where our kitchen area is going to be. And that's going to be up here somewhere. But this is going to be a building here. So that might be... I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put things yet. It's going to be a gradual evolution. Oh no, it's a shame I can't put the well over that great big lump, really, isn't it? Because... that is quite annoyingly positioned there. And this is probably going to clip through from beneath as well and look quite bizarre if I put it here. But I'm not quite sure what else to do with this space. So I will just put it there for the minute. There we go. Bizarrely, we can pick up wells as well. So let's just take a little look. Actually, it's on a foundation, I think. So maybe it's not clipping through and looking odd. So that's pretty good, actually. Oh, I can just about see it there, but not enough to bother me. It's not as if it's somewhere where we can really see it, because I would like our base to look quite good at the end of the day as well. And then let's just see, now this is going to over encumber me. Let's just see how many of these we've got to actually place. You can see this is why I wanted to set this all up, because I keep wearing all my tools and weapons down, and we need to have these things in place. And my armor, not to mention my armor. So we need to have all these things in place so that we're capable of sustaining ourselves here. So I'm going to put my furnace way over here, she says, walking extremely slowly, and hope that it will actually place. We've got that torch in the corner, so I don't know. I might just leave it there actually, but I'm going to find it a little bit difficult to access it. Maybe we should place this facing in this direction. Then if we want to place a second furnace, we're going to be able to do that. There we go. Okay, and I've got some large chests as well, which I've made, so we're going to be able to place those in various positions as well. We've got the fluid press we'll probably put upstairs next to the well, or near to the well. For now, what we probably need, close to our furnace, we're probably going to need, not that, we're going to need our blacksmith's bench. So I'm going to put that over here. Let's see, I'm not sure if we can actually access our, we can access our elevator from there, so I won't block that. We'll place it, I've got the wrong one again, here. I have to say, I do love being able to pick stuff up, I really do. So we'll put our, in fact let's just turn that around, because I can pair up the blacksmith's bench and the carpenter's workbench quite well. There we go, like that. So there's one, and then we can turn the carpenter's bench around there. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. That looks pretty good to me. I see, I like the third person perspective because I get a wider field of view, which pleases me. I can see better like that. And then we've got a tanning bench. Now we've got various other things that we're going to need to put around the place as well, like an armor bench, an armor smithing bench. I thought I'd made an armor smithing bench, but I may have just forgotten to bring it over. So our tanning bench is here. We'll put that here, and probably, yeah, armor smithing and what have you is going to be around here as well. So we're just going to place some of these chests, and then we've got somewhere to get rid of all of this lot. So again, I'm going to over encumber myself horribly, but we're just going to walk over here and drop this. You can see my water dropping as I speak, so it's very handy to have a well filling up there. There we go. And our blacksmith's bench, don't think needs any of this stuff yet, but we will just stow stone in there. Oh no, not my axe, I need that. Stone and also iron. And then I've got some coal, but I might just keep the coal and we'll use oil to fire this with, as Nush suggested himself. I can't remember where the oil is though. There we go. I'll take all of that. There we are. And encumbered again. I did put the oil somewhere. I may have put it up by my campfire upstairs. But that said, we'll have plenty more soon because we're crafting the stuff. Well, crafting out those fish. Okay, so we're going to put our tanning station here. Of course, at some point we're going to want to upgrade to the improved tanning rack and the improved everything else as well. It's not as if we can improve everything that's going, because we can't. Some things like the carpenter's bench, I think there's not an improved variant of that, which is a bit bizarre, but there you go. Okay, we can pick up that box now. And this one I think doesn't contain, oh it does, it contains a couple of thralls. Okay, well we can take out one of those because it's a smelter. Oh, he's heavy. Oh, I just walk very slowly towards my forge. Okay, and we'll have that one in there. There we go. Nice, alright. And then we've just got one in there, and then this one contains nothing, so we can pick that up. And this is basically going to be the location. I will just take that thrall out of there and put him somewhere else for the moment. There we go. We can put him in pretty much anything. He's a taskmaster thrall. I had a spare back in my other base, so we've got a taskmaster. There we go, and I'll just pop him in the blacksmith's bench for the moment. And then, yeah, we're going to want to put some of these big metal chests around the place. I'm going to put one next to my furnace. One, possibly, yeah, right there next to my carpenter's bench and my blacksmith's bench. And then the other one, it makes sense to put here next to my tanner's workstation. And then we're going to have an artisan bench and an armor crafting bench there. I thought I'd, brought all these. I thought I'd made them all, but I may be mistaken on one or both of those counts. Meanwhile, up here, we should have a nice full well to drink out of. Excellent. There we go. Oops. And we've got a fluid press, which we're going to put, up here, I think, as well. If it will fit in and amongst this enormous tree root system we've got going on. So I might just place that here, actually, next to our stairs. We're probably going to need some sort of light there as well, because it's a little bit dingy here at the moment. And now what we're planning on doing actually is paying a house call on Nush, who has already previously agreed to this. I'm not just going to, turn up uninvited on his doorstep, but he's been building a really quite impressive base which is somewhere in the desert. However, we can take the portal. There's the base of our other elevator. It goes all the way up from here, so you can go up in one straight flight if you prefer. Yeah, and basically, yeah, we're going to take the portals, so it's going to be rather easier to get to where we're going. And hopefully that will work. And then we're going to go all the way over here in the desert. I don't quite remember exactly where it is, actually. I think it's around here somewhere. And check out Nush's almost completed latest masterwork.
I'm up here.
Okay, here we are. So you, well, there's. I presume you've disarmed all your. Yeah, there's.
No, they are armed, but they won't attack. They shouldn't attack.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to my humble abode.
Less of the humble, I think. This is a 21 by 21 pyramid. Which, yeah, I remember before they put the ramp pieces in, we all sort of thought it would be great to be able to build a pyramid. I'm attempting one in my my single player game as well, but they take a hell of a lot of building, don't they, Nush?
Okay, just telling Elise where we are.
Yep.
Alright, so may I just give you a quick tour? What I just started this afternoon was what I told you about.
I love this.
I didn't want to place towers here, and so just added these little pieces to the well, and place some archers up here.
Oh, yes.
And won't block the view.
Absolutely, I would have done that too, because really it would be a shame to block it and make something higher than the pyramid would. Higher than the pyramid would be ridiculous. Higher than the well.
You know me, I will do it someday.
I'm sure you have built something taller than that. I'm sure you have.
No, but I have plans for it in the north. But definitely, if you open the map, you can see there's no water around. You need a well up here.
Yeah, I couldn't remember quite where you were, but yeah, I can see why you went for that area, Nush. You were just thinking, right, I need a really, really huge open space with nothing in it. And
right, you need such a huge open space, and since the launch, right here, there's so much rocks. There's a whole quarry here, and this is great for having all the stones just nearby your side.
There's a Defari camp just over there, but I guess they don't probably have too much in the way of useful thralls, do they, that one?
I think a carpenter, but sometimes they stroll by and my archers have to take care of them.
With your truncheon, yeah.
But it's nice to have neighbors.
I get annoyed with mine sometimes. They're Defari too. So you've got plenty of iron ore around here too, haven't you? Which must have helped.
On the other side, near the Tower of Bats, it's a huge mother load.
Yes,
it's a ton of and of the spiders that are gone, there is only rock noses now.
Well, they're easier to deal with, mind you.
Definitely.
Some of the spiders are not so hard now either. So.
And for immersion, I just placed a little market around the well.
Yeah, with some thespians.
Thespians, right?
I mean, I don't know, you could almost do with another archer thing here. Do you think the archers that you place on there will take care of any purge that come at it, or that will they potentially... They can't hurt your thespians, can they?
Definitely not. Thespians are indestructible.
Nope. They won't kill the
neither or wildlife or other players. And I just wanted to bridge the gap between those archers and the well. And I think this will be enough, because I had a purge when I was online 2 days ago, and the archers shoot quite far, I think about 100 yards.
I've noticed NPC archers are pretty sharp actually, they tend to hit you from 100 miles away virtually. So. And
here on the right side, you can see, or we can go upstairs. This is what I want my archers to look like. Then we're finished up here. Just, of course, give them the right outfit.
Oh, I see. You've fenced them in so they can't just wander off into the desert. Yeah.
Because last time visiting, when this was just a construction site, they all kept running after you.
They did. They were all running after me.
Maybe fans wanting an autograph. I don't know.
That's the Stygian armor, isn't it? It's rather smart. It's rather smart.
And this is Queen Cleopatra with rags on her.
Yes, she hasn't got the full stitching outfit. Oh, and your gear is the...
This is a freebooter outfit, the new one. And I dyed it to have more of a green, green-brown ranger outfit.
Yeah, leather is really difficult. It dyes very dark, doesn't it?
Leather is really very dark from the beginning.
So that makes it hard to dye. Sorry, I just had to go to the summit.
Other archers, so they will cover the bridge to the well as well. To the well as well.
The well as well. Woo! There's a cracking view from up here, and an even better one from the summit of your pyramid.
Really, and I like it. Just have to get some colors down there in this desert because I like the desert, but this is just one color tone.
It is. It's so vast and yellow. It's just
Definitely.
I love the new coloured awnings. Actually, the new coloured awnings plus rugs just make a really nice.
Yep.
It's such a shame we couldn't put. I like your globe here. The glowing orb's great. It's just a shame we can't have a glass or see-through.
That would be nice.
No, that would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Or even a golden one, like on the original pyramids.
Yes, indeed.
But most people don't know that the original pyramids in Egypt were white outside. This was all in chalk.
Yes.
And the top was in gold.
Yes, they looked amazing. I'm
sure. I would have liked to see them in ancient time.
Absolutely.
And if you go in the back yard, I am beginning...
Oh, the vault!
Yep, to build an outhouse for the vault.
Yes.
Which will be, of course, inside the house, which someone gave us a tip because the vault is quite hard to destroy. But still, you can destroy it.
Yeah.
And so one said, just place some walls around it. And I like it, having a little outhouse here.
Yes. It looks a bit strange all by itself, doesn't it, the vault?
A bit, and
standing there, so it will look more in keeping, if nothing else. I don't think the Purge is likely to get in here, and I don't think anybody else on our server is likely to, break into your vault. They'd be in big trouble if they did.
So. And the vault is so big, it won't fit inside the pyramid.
And that is saying something. That is saying something. So show us inside. It's awesome.
One reason, one thing outside, this is what I just noticed. Pyramid is quite a very effective way to defend your whole base from one spot. You have to build an archery because I can shoot from up here in any direction, and it's a matter of some yards to get on the other side and shoot enemies there. And this is a panopticon,
isn't it? It's a panopticon. You can see in all directions.
Yep. Definitely.
So no Purge is going to catch you unawares here unless you happen to be offline, which, that's just cheating, quite frankly. But they do that.
And you can see all the little balconies, and they will be all filled with archers.
That is going to be a lot of archers, isn't it?
Yeah, quite some floor shopping I have to do.
Yes, it is.
But I think this will be well defended then.
I think it certainly will, yes. You've got to factor that into your base design now, haven't you? Now with the Purge, we've got to think of defending.
Not only because of the base design, because my last Purge, I had some of the NPCs stuck in ash in the boulder.
Oh, I read that.
It is impossible for us, but it's non-existent for them, and they shot me out of the boulder, half a dozen of people, and I couldn't get them. This is so annoying. And out here in the open space, at least I can defeat a Purge.
Yes, that is very true. There are no boulders for them to get stuck in here, so...
I do hope so. Okay, now let's get inside.
Nice big entrance hall.
And if you see some servant to greet you?
Yes. And another one who looks like she'd like to smack me. Yeah, she's a fighter.
And she's a name fighter, right?
Yes, ritualist.
You can fight near the drags, one with camp nearby.
And she came from there, did she?
Yep. Yeah, as you can see, most of the ground up here is filled by the map.
Yes, it is. Wow, that's
And so there was no space left for the vault.
No. Well, yeah, it's strange that though. Yeah, that's right. I was just going to say it's strange that you could not fit the vault in here, but actually, after the map room, I am not surprised. That would
definitely. And what I wanted to do was to place as few pillars as possible to have just a huge open space up to the top.
So you had to play around with that quite a bit, I guess, to...
It was a hell in stability integrity.
Absolutely,
I had so many pieces falling down after a day because it wasn't stabilized enough.
Stable enough,
but now it's working fine. And I placed even some totally ineffective ceiling lamps up there.
Oh yes,
but they also
lighting the ceiling up nicely, but you know, it's for the look of the thing sometimes.
And this space inside is so huge, you can see on the left side you have no 100% shelter. The sandstone will hurt you inside here, because this actually is open space.
When I came to visit you last time, I was getting sandblasted. I did notice that. I had to relocate. Oh, you filled this space now. That's nice.
This is what I did. This is just, let's say, some conference table.
Oh, I like the journals. They're good. And the papers. Yeah, we wanted those for a while. I'd like to make some of those.
Here placed the plant as decorative. Just some hops in it, which just makes some nice green inside it.
Can you grow in planters inside of a base? Will they grow inside, or do they have to be placed outside?
Well, I'll show you in a minute.
I thought they grew inside too, because I was wondering what the point of the decorative plants was.
Just make a round tour.
Yeah.
This place too. Just all religions. I want to play some skull and fire, but this will have to wait. And these are all the outfits you can learn at the temples and shrines.
Yes. And are they doing the appropriate pray, or are they doing just
just all the three ways of praying: sitting, standing, and grovel.
And and you can learn all of those, can't you, from the same NPCs usually,
or from some recipes around the world.
Yes.
And I placed some folding screens just to have this area a bit
more private
by itself.
Yeah. So a meeting of all the religious leaders, perhaps.
Yep. And here I just placed the best. If someone wants to join my clan, at least 2 people can have a bed and a chest, and just spend the time here. Which makes sense if you want to go to the Tower of Bat.
Oh, that's true, because
the white bat seems to be quite a powerful opponent.
Oh, I think so.
And this I just placed here 2 days ago. Not exactly a throne room, but I wanted
a throne
it to make visual. You have to cross the whole Exile lands to get to my throne.
I don't own the gong, but I can still hit it.
I hear the gong.
I don't own the throne, but I can still nick it.
And with the chest behind the throne, I already placed some stuff, which is not unimportant. But this one is closed.
No, that is it. Well, yeah. I remember somebody else saying, what's no.
But there's just so much fun thinking of what to do with these corners.
Yeah, because I presume you put these corners in for structural stability, didn't you?
This was the very first reason I made it, and then I had to think about what to do with them, and this is my storage room. Filled with a lot of crates.
Things in the crates now. Wow, that is a lot of storage.
It is. It
a torturous work table.
Yep. She's got a place here. And as I found out, these large crates, they have the same effect as the large chest. They add additional rows
as you go down. I find that. It's brilliant.
And so this is really so much storage space in here.
Yeah, there's actually more than you need, but it looks great, doesn't it?
It just looks great, and I like it. And here just have my musician outside.
Yes.
And my dining table for guests.
Oh, yes, we can climb up the inside of your wall. That is ridiculous. There is no way I should be able to do that.
Okay, I don't hope I have any spiders here.
No, you do. It's me. I'm the spider. There you go. That just had to be done. Oh, my
And of course, a large dining table. The stitching table is great, but it's also huge.
It is absolutely vast. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to fit it in. Well, I'm certainly not going to be able to fit it in any of the bases I've made so far in this server, but on my single player I might possibly fit it in my pyramid, but not downstairs, so I don't know. It might just fill the entire room.
No, just let's get in here. This is the crafting area. Okay, so this is a crafting area. As you can see, all improved stations by now.
Oh,
which
I want to get some of those.
More space than the original ones, and the work is done much faster.
So it really makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Definitely, but they are quite
expensive.
Yeah, really expensive because of all the steel you need, or hardened bricks. It's a pain.
Oh yes, I think it's going to take quite a while to for me to get to that.
Definitely. And this is just found out. You need both armorous benches. You need the original one for the basic stuff,
right?
And the improved one only builds the legendary, epic armors.
Right. Okay. And in order to make the epic armors, do you need the original versions?
You need these linings and paddings and all the stuff, and they can only be made in the basic bench.
Yes.
And this is why I placed both benches here.
Right, I see. Oh, that's cool. That is not something I had tumbled to yet, but I see.
It didn't occur to me.
Quite obvious.
Just found out when I wanted to make the first armor.
Absolutely.
To find out where to place the next bench, and this is quite some special I got in here in this bench.
And he is a Lemurian armor 3, right? I see. Yes, he's able to make. Which Lemurian? Oh, the exceptional Lemurian, the Sarong and the Lemurian Royal Armor. Yes.
That's it. The basic stuff could be built, I think, by any armor as usual, but to have the flawless one, or exceptional one, you need, of course, a Lemurian armor.
Yes. And you need to know the recipe as well, don't you?
For that, you have to defeat a special boss.
The Witch Queen, is it not?
That's the one.
Yes, I want to take her on at some point for definite.
I think I might have a guess. Just wait in here. Someone's stopping by? Not yet? Okay, I think I just leave the door open.
Yes, leave the door open. Then she can come in when she gets here.
Alright. Please just enter. And the last part is the fourth corner. And this is just completed today. This is the kitchen area and alchemist area.
Oh, nice. That looks good. I think you've moved some stuff around since I was last
in. A lot. As I said, I completed it all today. And this here is a decorative bush. And this here is a planted, really growing.
Right. So all of these are planted. Yeah, so you have actual seeds in it. That looks like an awful lot of aloe that you're growing.
This will take a lot of time. Because I've got to make all the compost.
Yeah, of course. That's what takes the time, I find, with this. Is just having to grind the bones and gather the putrid meat and the plant fibers. I like the way you've used the black ice on the floor. That looks quite nice
what just came up 2 days ago because
yes.
all this. Okay,
I think she might be over there.
All right.
Oh yes, has Elias had a haircut then? That is cool.
Oh no, she hasn't.
That's what she had to start with.
Her hair. Now this is a European summit. A German, a French, and a British.
It is. And does she have? What armor is that? That is a nice looking armor as well.
Oh, wow. Up there is my private rooms. They are not finished yet, and you know by now.
No, she's private quarters on. No, she's private quarters. Yes, indeed.
They are.
They're his private parts, if you will.
But really, with such convenience, the walls create compartments and add to the stability. And add to the look of the pyramid, because it's boring to have all the ramps around. And so the walls just also add to the inside look of the pyramid.
Yes. I built my pyramid a little different from this, and it was a juggling act with the stability, but I managed to do something a little different. But I have a very large space as well in the bottom here, but not quite as large as yours, it has to be said, because I didn't do the 4 corners thing. So.
But it needed to do it 21 at 21 or 9
21 by 21, yeah.
For a pyramid, because this is the only way you could fit the map, or the least way to fit the map room in here, because you need. This is the closest the pillars have to stand.
Right.
You need, as you can see, pillars are even into the map room here.
Yes, they clip in.
You couldn't place the pillars one piece further.
Yes, so this was the absolute minimum. So in actual fact, to build this place, you went through a certain amount of collapsing. I suppose you call that collateral damage.
Yeah, I had quite some. But this is also from Lemurian, from Forgotten City, Maeve the Blade. And she's wearing a Lemurian fighter outfit.
Ah,
that's
not the
royal Lemurian, the fighter.
No, the fighter one, which looks pretty cool as well, actually.
I dyed it.
Yeah.
Because it also had a quite. Yeah, the color scheme of the basic default armor isn't the best always.
No,
they want to give him more of a desert look.
I always like to try and dye things, but some things dye better than others, don't they? A lot of gear dyes quite dark, really.
Oh, so. Yeah. So, this is my pyramid so far, and the walls, as I said, also give me the opportunity to place some large trophies above the door. Which I couldn't if I just hadn't walls.
It's true, although I've found a dragon head is still too big. Yeah, a dragon head is still a little bit big.
Might fit. It will be interesting if it does or doesn't.
Yeah, I tried with mine already. I tried to put the red dragon and it was just too vast. So I have still nowhere to put that in my single player.
You kill a dragon and don't know where to put it.
And then don't know where to put it. Exactly. That's basically what it came down to.
I could even place it in here. This might be enough space.
Yeah, the large banners fit in here quite nicely, I found. But yeah, you could have the red dragon head on one side and the green dragon head on the other side. You could come in through your entrance and get terrified to death.
Just a bit cramped.
Yes, it would. They'd be kissing. I think they would actually be kissing each other across your hallway, which would be quite weird. But that is an impressive base.
Thank you.
I think I'm climbing on your thespian. I'm not. Oh my gosh! Okay, I'm standing on your thespian. That's quite good.
This is officially approved.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's approved, but it's certainly fun. So that's good enough for me. So there you go, folks. That's a really fantastic base, which puts mine completely to shame, as per usual. But that said, I will build a more grandiose base at some point. It's just going to take a little while, as this has taken a little while for you, hasn't it, Nush? This is
definitely want to say because this takes days full of grinding.
So
not some hours.
Grinding.
I spent so many nights grinding, and you know the harvest rate on my server.
Oh,
it
it's one. It's about one. Yeah.
1.8.
That's it.
And I didn't do any admin sheet. This is all grinding.
This is all grinding. You obviously love to grind. So
it's relaxing sometimes.
It's a therapeutic thing, maybe. Yeah.
And you seem to have fun up there.
Oh, I'm having great fun riding on his head. Yeah, I you know, he's quite strong. Evidently, he's not having any problem with
I should charge you for that.
Yeah, you probably should. But hey, what are you gonna do? So that's cool, folks. I'm hoping that we're going to be able to do some groupy type stuff fairly soon. So yeah, maybe in the next episode we'll be able to do something like that. We shall have to wait and see. It just depends a little bit on who's on the server and stuff, but I'd like to get out and own a few bosses. So I'll leave your thespian alone right now. There we go. Poor guy. And thank you, Nush, for showing me around this wonderful pyramid. And yeah, this is the first time I've kind of met Elise on here as well, and so that's great to see her. She's legged it and she's still looking around.
Took a seat. Alright, we can.
Oh, she's sitting down. Oh, there she is. She's just sitting around here, and there we go. We'll just sit around here and chew the fat around the fire. Yeah. Great. And yeah, so this is fantastic. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed looking around this space as well. We've got a lot of work to do on our latest base, and pretty much as soon as that's finished, it's going to be time to start another one. But in between, yeah, I'm hoping to kill some bosses and go to locations I haven't been to before, and get myself some sort of new armor and weapons as well. Kind of unlock some new recipes. I particularly like the look of the Lemurian stuff, but I'm a bit of a fan of the thief armor as well, so I shall make some of that as soon as I possibly can. So okay, guys, so we'll leave it here, and for the moment, and farewell from me, and from Nush, who's still around here somewhere.
I'm just sitting on the opposite side.
He's just sitting there on a cushion. Yes, of course. And we'll see you next time we play Conan Exiles. Savage lads. Till then, keep gaming. Stay happy and bye bye for now.